Right now at 6, a school janitor is out on bond after being arrested for child porn.
And local leaders are addressing PFAS funding.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A 66-year-old Eau Claire man is dead after being hit by a car. According to the Eau Claire County Sheriff's Office, the man was riding a bicycle on the West 6200 block of Town Hall Road in the township of Brunswick when he was struck from behind. Authorities pronounced him dead on scene. They have not released the names of the parties involved.
The Onalaska Middle School janitor facing child porn charges is out on bond. 65-year-old David Baltz was taken into custody for possession of child porn on Thursday. In La Crosse County Court this morning, Baltz was released on a $750 signature bond. The school district of Onalaska has placed him on administrative leave, and he's scheduled for an initial appearance on the 16th.
Well, La Crosse police have released the numbers on Oktoberfest weekend service calls. Officers responded to just over 1,000 service calls Thursday through Sunday. They made 41 arrests and wrote 43 tickets for traffic violations. They also gave out 141 alcohol-related tickets, the majority of those for underage drinking. State Patrol made 152 traffic stops Friday and Saturday. La Crosse PD say they're grateful for city staff and other community members who lend a helping hand each year.
It was another gorgeous fall day out there, and those gorgeous conditions are going to continue into this evening as well. If you have any plans tonight, it's going to be a great night for it. We're going to dip down into the upper 50s after that sun sets, but other than that, it's very pleasant conditions and clear for much of the night as well. We're staying right around normal for this time of year. Again, Eau Claire, just nice fall weather, and then again, mostly clear. That's going to create great conditions for some aurora viewing tonight. Now, it's not the strongest geomagnetic storm that we've ever seen, but there is that chance, and it will be just slightly stronger tomorrow night as well, with some clear skies going into tomorrow night as well. So we have two good nights for some aurora viewing if you have some time to get out there. Going to be a little bit chilly though, sitting in the low 50s to areas south of I-90, and then areas just to the north, all the way up in Ladysmith, getting down into the low 40s. So that's where the best viewing opportunity is going to be. So if you are traveling to get a little bit better view of those northern lights, maybe wear dare I say, light winter coats. I don't know. It's kind of cold out there.
No.
But maybe I'm a wimp with the temperatures.
Not even a leather jacket or a flannel, a light winter coat.
Maybe a thick flannel then. I'll go with that.
Man, I'm still in quarter zip mode right now.
Right.
Nicole, thanks for the latest.
A La Crosse community leader is running for mayor. Shondell Washington Spivey officially launches his candidacy next week. The UWL grad is the executive director for the nonprofit Black. He also served on La Crosse's school board for almost 5 years. In a release, he says he'll support small businesses and find common sense solutions to advance community and neighborhood development initiatives. The mayor race will be on the ballot next April.
Local leaders are addressing crucial PFAS funding that's been frozen in Madison for more than a year. Democratic candidates joined Democratic State Representative Jill Billings this morning, claiming the Madison Republicans are holding up vital funds for PFAS mitigation for political gain. The $125 million remains stuck in the Republican-controlled Joint Finance Committee. An additional $15 million for crisis management following the hospital closures in the Eau Claire area are also frozen in the JFC.
Western Wisconsin deserves leaders who will put rural folks ahead of partisan games. We have the power to help people with the issues that really matter to everyday folks, not just play partisan power games in Madison.
Governor Evers previously vetoed a Republican-backed bill to release that money, citing concerns that it would limit the DNR's authority to hold polluting organizations accountable for spills.
La Crosse County is taking initiative to ensure voters of all abilities can cast their ballots this November. County Clerk Jenny Dankmeyer was at the Onalaska American Legion meeting with visually impaired people and showing off accessible voting machines. The technology reads the ballot and allows voters to make selections on a keypad, ensuring everyone is able to hit the polls on their own.
It's really important to be able to be independent enough to be able to do it by ourselves. This is our duty. We're supposed to be voting. And I don't want to miss out on it. It's something very special.
About 15 members of the visually impaired community attended the demonstration. A new statewide program is helping Wisconsin teens access driver's education.
And as News 8 Now's Allison Ferget explains, it's not just benefiting students. Good evening, Allison.
Ken and Emily, local driving schools are seeing a wave of new registrations thanks to the grant program, and they say it will lead to safer Wisconsin roads. In Wisconsin, driver's ed can cost families hundreds of dollars, but thanks to the new driver education grant program, some students will now be able to access the classes for free. The $6 million program will cover a student's driving school tuition. Students who are eligible for free or reduced price lunch at school qualify for the program.
You can really see that the majority of the kids that are utilizing the grant are really thankful that they have the option because they know they wouldn't have otherwise.
While the program is benefiting teens, local driving schools are also seeing a boom in business, and they predict a program like this will be good for all businesses since more teens will be able to get jobs once they get their license. Right now, the grants are available on a first-come, first-served basis, and they'll be available until that $6 million runs out. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Allison. Wisconsin's DOT says the program will help between 10,000 and 13,000 students.
Well, an organization known for satisfying your sweet tooth is opening a location in Onalaska. Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Badgerland hosted a ribbon cutting for its new leadership center. A center featuring a fully stocked Girl Scouts shop and an open learning space. The CEO says the new space is designed to help the girls develop as individuals.
This space really is dedicated for girls to just discover anything that they want, and they're exploring their futures, and they're learning to be strong, confident young women.
To celebrate the grand opening, there will be an open house tomorrow that is open to the public. That'll start at 10 a.m.
Well, tonight is week 7 of the high school football season, and it may be cold outside, but things are heating up on the field. So joining us now is News 8's Cade Overton. Cade, what's in store tonight?
We've got a big one out of the MVC as La Crosse Central is hosting Holman in a battle at the top of the conference standings. Now, Holman is unbeaten in conference play. La Crosse Central sits 1 game behind them, so we're in for a treat. Later in the show, hear from head coach of the Vikings. But until then, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And be sure to tune in at 10 for all the area highlights during the Friday Night Frenzy.
Preserving the Upper Mississippi. A
guided hike is showcasing local efforts on forest restoration.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event. Right now, save on our incredible one-of-a-kind selection of craveable candies, nuts and trail mixes, and more. Like new Blaine's brand Heat and Honey, Magic Marshmallow, or Muddy Buddy trail mixes, just $3.99 a pound. Enjoy your favorite Blaine's Farm and Fleet chocolate snacks in large resealable bags, only $12.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. Plus, this Saturday and Sunday only from 10 to 2, don't miss free in-store Blaine's Farm and Fleet candy and snack samples.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington Insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington Insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected, which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message. There's never been a better time to enjoy quality FlexSteel furniture than right now during the FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll save on sofas made in the latest styles, chairs in your choice of fabrics, sectionals designed to fit your space, even luxurious leather sofas and recliners. Every FlexSteel style is included a huge savings of up to 40% off. Unlimited choices, big sale prices, and special financing happening now during the FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
The Harris-Baldwin border policy puts Wisconsin families at risk. 2 children stabbed to death, an illegal alien charged with their murder, a mother sexually assaulted, her daughter abused, a Venezuelan gang member here illegally charged.
I think we're probably spending too much, throwing too much money on our southern border.
Tammy Baldwin's wrong on the border, and Wisconsin families are paying the price. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Well, Engage Winona is throwing a block party tonight for the community. It's happening at Peter's Beer Garden in downtown Winona. It's a fun, free way to mingle with organizations, engage in activities, and of course, get some free food. The League of Women Voters of Winona are also on hand to provide info on voter registration and new changes to Minnesota laws.
Winona also has some of the lowest voter turnout in Minnesota. So this is an opportunity to kind of normalize voting and to talk about voting in the same sense of in the same sentence as, being concerned about your community, wanting to make your community a better place.
And the celebration goes until 7 tonight, so there's still some time to join in.
Nature enthusiasts got a unique peek into forest management on Goose Island. The Army Corps of Engineers and Audubon Upper Mississippi River led a guided hike this morning. They walked a mile on the Shady Maple Interpretive Trail, the longest stretch of continuous floodplain forest worldwide. It's a chance to celebrate 100 years of the Upper Mississippi Wildlife and Fish Refuge. Participants say this event demonstrated the forest restoration and some local history.
And I wanted them to learn more about the forest, and there's a lot of deadfalls here. I'm just interested in finding out more about just the management of this area.
Hikers also learned about managing some invasive species.
Well, more news ahead, but first,
we're going to see some breezier conditions for tomorrow, and then a pretty large warm-up. Going to feel a lot warmer than we did today. I'll have all the details on just how warm we're going to get coming up after the break.
Suspected Venezuelan gang member who was arrested for domestic battery.
Violently attacked a woman physically and sexually.
The border crisis is real here in Wisconsin.
Criminal gangs harming our community.
We're stretched thin. Open borders and weak politicians are crushing us.
Rebecca Cook is one of them. She doesn't back law enforcement. She'll never secure the border. She doesn't even want to.
That's why we stand with Derek Van Orton. He has our back.
And I've got yours. I'm Derek Van Orton, and I approve this message.
Who's that Derek Van Orton think he is? He thinks he's better than us. Like that time he screamed at somebody, I don't give a who you are. I'm a congressman.
Language! Who does Derek Van Orton think he is, supporting an abortion ban?
I'm Rebecca Cook. Let me tell you who I am. I grew up on a dairy farm, run a small business, and I wait tables. Around here, we work hard, respect our neighbors' freedoms, and aren't looking for special treatment. We need one of us to represent us. That's why I approve this message.
There are over 21,000 Wisconsin veterans struggling to pay for rent and utilities.
Thank you for your service.
Many are also facing issues with their mental health.
Thank you for your service.
We must do more to help these heroes who have already sacrificed so much.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Words simply aren't enough.
I'm sorry.
Make a difference by donating to this critical Wisconsin survival safety net today.
The Harris-Baldwin border policy puts Wisconsin families at risk. 2 children stabbed to death, an illegal alien charged with their murder, a mother sexually assaulted, her daughter abused, a Venezuelan gang member here illegally charged.
I think we're probably spending too much, throwing too much money on our southern border.
Tammy Baldwin's wrong on the border, and Wisconsin families are paying the price. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Well, it was a gorgeous one out there today. I hope you had some time to enjoy it. If not, there's still some time to get out there tonight because these nice conditions are going to stick in to the evening until it sunsets. It's getting a little bit cooler, but our highs today, not a lot to complain about around there. Only a couple of us in the 70s, La Crosse and Red Wing. Otherwise, everyone else stayed in the 60s for our highs. In terms of average, we really weren't that much above it. We should be cooling off a little bit more than this time of year. However, after our stretch in the 80s, can't really complain about staying in the upper 60s. It was really nice out there. That's not going to be the story for tomorrow. We're going to have a pretty drastic warm-up. Areas south of I-90 seeing the mid to even possibly upper 80s. Summer is going to return for just one day. And then some areas all the way up into the north near Eau Claire and Ladysmith staying in the 70s. That breeze out there is going to possibly cool us off a little bit, but it really won't have a lot of impact on how you're feeling when you're outdoors because it's going to be so strong it might be ruining some plans that you might have. So taking a look as we go into the afternoon, in the morning we're even seeing some stronger winds above 15 miles an hour, and then going into the afternoon, that's usually when we see the strongest winds of the day, getting up to above 20 miles an hour. This is just the sustained winds. These aren't even the gusts. So it's going to be pretty strong out there. Definitely be aware of that if you have any plans. If you're having a picnic or something, maybe weigh your blanket down because you don't want it flying away in these kind of winds. But as we get into the evening, it'll calm down pretty drastically and pretty quickly. But are those wind gusts? Not anything to joke about. Seeing wind gusts near 30 miles an hour. My computer just broke, so I'm actually going to go over here and I'm going to keep talking to you guys. But those wind gusts are going to be around 30 miles an hour, even gusting just above that at times as well. We're also going to have a chance for some showers going into the evening, mainly in the areas north of I-94. However, there is still going to be that chance for some showers that are continuing to possibly dip down below I-94. The strongest of the storms will be above I-94, and we aren't really tracking any too strong storms. However, there is that chance for some isolated, localized rainfall amounts, and there could be some additional wind gusts with those storms as well as they continue to pass through, adding on top to those already strong wind gusts that we have. Now, going into Sunday, we're going to see those winds continue to stick around, gusting towards 30 miles an hour like we're seeing on Saturday as well. Otherwise, the week ahead, we're really not going to be seeing too much in terms of summer after Saturday. We're going to go down into the 60s as we go into Sunday, and then after that, we're staying in the 70s for much of the week. So one little day spent in the summer, but after that, we're going to have fall weather return.
Instead of National Smile Day, it's National Smile Week.
Yeah, right.
with
the fall weather, yeah.
There's so much to like on the 8th day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole. Well, coming up next in sports, Week 7 of the high school football season has arrived. We've got a live report from a big matchup in the MVC, plus the News 8 Play of the Week winner next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Make your tailgate tail great at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. 24 packs of Hy-Vee purified water, $1.99. And Jimmy Dean bacon, just $2.99. In store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Every day we battle illegal drugs coming into our community.
And we know the attacks on Tammy Baldwin are not true.
Tammy's working with law enforcement to stop the flow of fentanyl.
She brought Democrats and Republicans together
to crack down on drugs coming from China and Mexico,
giving us more tools to fight drug smugglers.
And Tammy voted 32 times to strengthen the border.
Don't believe the attacks.
It's Tammy Baldwin I trust to keep Wisconsin safe.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Career politician Tammy Baldwin doesn't share our Wisconsin values. Baldwin's life partner is a Wall Street executive who has invested in industries that Tammy oversees in Washington. But Senator Baldwin refuses to disclose her partner's financial assets. That's a conflict of interest. They're getting richer while you're paying more. Tammy Baldwin's not on your side. She's in bed with Wall Street.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. Join the team and give today.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, get your flu shot and earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Week number 7, it's here. Just 3 more weeks of regular season football remaining. We are winding down, folks, but let's focus on the here and now. And that includes a big matchup in the MVC in just over a half an hour. Our own Kate Overton is live from UWL. And Kate, it's feeling like football weather out there.
Yes, it does. Temperatures finally cooling down. It just makes it for some great football action. But action on the field starting to heat up as we've got a big MVC battle tonight. The Holman Vikings on the road taking on the La Crosse Central Riverhawks. Now I'm joined by head coach of the Holman Vikings. Now, Coach, you've got the team undefeated this year, or in conference play, riding a 5-game win streak. We spoke before the season. You were excited about this team, and now here they are going for a 6th straight win. What was it about this team that you saw in them, and how did you guys get here?
I think they're just a team. They've come together as a team. They played together as a team. They were a team before the season started, so it's exciting to see them kind of blossom out here.
Awesome. I was speaking with you guys on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of explosive plays this year. Whenever we see a highlight, there's always a 70 or 80-yard touchdown, it feels like. What is it about this team, and how come those explosive plays happen?
I think everything starts up front. So whoever wins up front on either side of the ball is going to take care of the game. We played good up front on defense. We played good up front on offense, and everybody's blocking and running hard. So when you do that, you can find some success.
La Crosse Central, they're 3-1 in their last 4, playing some really good football as of late. What do you guys got to do tonight against them to come out with another win?
Stop the run. I think they're ranked 6th in Division II. We're ranked 4th in Division II in rushing. So if we can take care of their run game, I'll feel good about that. And we want to run the ball, obviously. So big night.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you so much. Best of luck. And as you said, as I mentioned, on the other side of the ball, the Riverhawks 3-1 in their last 4 after dropping their first 2 non-conference games, and they're just 1 game back from the Vikings in the conference standings. Holman 4-0 in conference play. Central 3-1. So a win for Central tonight, and things could get really interesting. So be sure to tune in to the Friday Night Frenzy at 10. And also, Jacob, do we have a play of the week? What do we got tonight?
Awesome stuff there, Kate, as always. And yes, we do have a winner for the play of the week. A tight race this time around. The respective communities going all out for this one, but in the end, it's Will Allen with his touchdown grab last week and Caledonia's 28-0 win against La Crescent that gets the crown. A great ball by Ethan Stendel and nice cut by Allen to get to the end zone. I'll mention, guys, one of our closest votes yet, about 20 votes separating the top 2 spots. So excited about that, excited to get more plays hopefully for next week's batch, and just it's great, beautiful weather for football.
Yeah, it sure is.
It's picturesque. I mean, you really haven't had a poor weather night for Friday night.
No, not yet.
I don't know if you're supposed to say that. I don't know. But
no monsoons, no early snow, nothing.
I can feel all my extremities when I'm out there, and I love when that happens. So that's the best.
Yeah, it's not hand warmer season quite yet.
Not yet.
Give it a few weeks, though.
Maybe.
I'm also loving? I'm loving that we're all matching
I just
today.
noticed that.
Don't you love this? This never happens. Never.
Yeah.
Special night tonight.
Yeah, we didn't call each other. No. It finally just happened by accident.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, we'll have another look at your forecast right after this.
I've met so many people in western Wisconsin looking for a change. We need fresh ideas to tackle the issues families are facing every day. Inflation, healthcare costs, tax relief. In November, vote for someone putting in the legwork to find solutions. Vote Ryan Hipsch for Assembly.
In 2016, Donald Trump said he would choose only the best people to work in his White House. Now those people have a warning for America. Trump is not fit to be president again. Here's his vice president.
Anyone who puts themselves over the Constitution should never be president of the United States.
I cannot in good conscience endorse Donald Trump this year.
His defense secretary.
Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our service members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
His national security advisor.
Donald Trump will cause a lot of damage. The only thing he cares about is Donald Trump.
And the nation's former highest-ranking military officer.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Take it from the people who knew him best. Donald Trump is too big a risk for America.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Senator Baldwin claims she's doing something about the fentanyl crisis and says she got a major fentanyl bill passed. But Senator Baldwin is lying. The bill's main sponsor, Senator Tim Scott, had this to say.
As the primary sponsor, I've never had a single conversation with Tammy about this bill, period.
Career politicians like Senator Baldwin are always lying about something. Senator Baldwin, she's extreme, radical, and wrong.
I'm Eric Updy, and I approve this message.
Steve Doyle says,
I'm working for you.
Unless, of course, you're a senior on fixed income or middle-class family. Steve Doyle voted against bipartisan tax relief to help you with rising costs. Steve Doyle, playing political games, not working for us.
When the threat is real.
All right, we still have another tornado warning now.
First Warn Weather is here for you.
So we're going to continue to monitor this once again.
It's in the name, keeping you safe before and as it happens.
And then for the morning commute, we're looking at heavy rain potential.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. On air, in your hand, and online. When you need us.
We'll continue to update you throughout the night with a severe weather outbreak.
Here's that 8-day for you. I just want to leave you on a cliffhanger. Again, we're going to have some windier conditions for much of the weekend, but after that cold front moves through, we're going to have a major cool down for Sunday, a high of 66, and then just a gradual warm up as we go throughout the week. Potentially seeing another 80 as we go into next weekend, but really some good fall weather other than that.
There always seems to be an 80 degrees sneaking in.
It's sneaking in there.
It just doesn't want to leave.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.